If the United States truly wants to solve the fentanyl issue, then the right thing to do is to consult with China by treating each other as equals. If war is what the U.S. wants, be it a tariff war, trade war, or any other type of war, we are ready to fight till the end, end quote. Meanwhile, this afternoon, White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt made this announcement on the tariffs.
The big three auto dealers, we are going to give a 1-month exemption on any autos coming through USMCA. Reciprocal tariffs will still go into effect on April 2nd, but at the request of the companies associated with USMCA, the president is giving them an exemption for 1 month so they are not at an economic disadvantage. So the three companies that he spoke to are Stellantis, Ford, and General Motors. They requested the call, they made the ask, and the president is happy to do it. It's a 1-month exemption.
Louisiana Senator, member of the Senate Budget and Senate Appropriations Committee, John Kennedy joins me. Good evening, sir. Last night, President Trump said that the tariffs were to make America rich again, but then it seems that it's about fentanyl. So which is it? Is it to equalize trade or make America more competitive with its products, or is it to protect our borders from fentanyl coming in?
Well, what I heard the president say today is that it's about border security and fentanyl. Now, I love the people of Canada. I don't have a lot of confidence in Mr. Trudeau. I wouldn't put him in charge of a ham sandwich. If I were Mr. Trudeau, I would take the fentanyl problem seriously. I would do more than he's been doing, and I would tighten up border security. In terms of the impact of the tariffs, Greta, you know, I've listened to experts all day saying this will happen, that'll happen. My experience in Washington has been that for every economist, there's an equal and opposite economist, and they're both usually wrong. The truth is we don't know. We haven't had a president in recent memory who feels this passionately about tariffs. The president imposed tariffs in his first term. They didn't cause inflation. These are a second set of tariffs, and they're different. Could they cause inflation? Sure. And if they do, I think you'll see the president back off. But there's no guarantee that they'll cause inflation. Here's what we do know. We do know at this juncture, whether you like him or you don't, Donald Trump is serious as 4 heart attacks and a stroke. And if I were Mr. Trudeau, who will be hurt by these tariffs, I would get cracking on trying to stop the illegal immigration and the fentanyl.
Is it, I mean, okay, most of the fentanyl, as I understand it, if you look at the DEA website, the precursor drugs come from China. We have tariffs on China. And it goes to Mexico. It gets repackaged by the cartels. It gets brought into the United States. And it's a lot easier to sneak fentanyl in to kill than it is like a bale of marijuana that they used to do 30 years ago. I mean, so it's easy to sneak in. But it's also coming in to like our international airports in packages. I mean, how much is really coming in through Canada? Is that, I mean, it seems to me that's more of a trade issue. I assume some fentanyl is coming in, but is Canada the fentanyl crisis, or is it China and Mexico and our international airports?
I think it's all of the above. The precursor chemicals do come primarily from China, not exclusively from China, but you can cook fentanyl anywhere. They could be cooking it in Canada. I know they're cooking it in Mexico, but the answer for Prime Minister Trudeau is not to just point the finger at China and say, them bad, me good. The answer, as far as I'm concerned, is for Prime Minister Trudeau to take the fentanyl crisis seriously and do everything he can to try to stop the fentanyl that's being made or introduced into Canada from coming into the United States. And I think if he comes to President Trump with the evidence that he's done that, then the president will be grateful and he'll be willing to listen. But I don't think Prime Minister Trudeau has done that. Let me say it again. I love the people of Canada. They're wonderful people. But I've watched Prime Minister Trudeau through the years. He doesn't like President Trump. He's never liked President Trump. He made fun of President Trump in his first term. And, you know, that's his right. But it's you never dig up more snakes than you can kill.
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.